Because when we start telling other people, it kind of allows us to boast and have pride in the fact that we're fasting, which fasting shouldn't be like something to brag about, but it should be something between us and God. Jesus actually tells us this in Matthew chapter 6, verse 16. And when you fast, do not look gloomy like the hypocrites, for they disfigure their faces that their fasting may be seen by others. Truly I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you fast, anoint your head and wash your face, that your fasting may not be seen by others, but your Father who is in secret. And your Father who sees in secret will reward you. So back in Jesus' day, there were these religious leaders or Pharisees who would fast, and they would like make themselves look all like gloomy and like weak and starving so that other people could see them and be like, wow, they're fasting, they're so holy. But Jesus tells us to do the exact opposite and to not tell anyone about our fasting so that our Father who sees in secret will reward us. So fasting is a very private thing. If someone asks you, are you fasting? You shouldn't lie to them. You should tell them I'm fasting, but don't go about like bragging about it because that's not cool. Something I want to point out in this verse, it says, but when you fast. In every translation it says, but when you fast. Not if you fast, but when you fast. Meaning that fasting is something that his disciples would be doing. Like at some point you're going to fast. When you fast, not if you fast. So it's not optional as a lot of Christians think it is, but Jesus himself says when you fast, not if you fast. When you choose to fast, meaning you will have to do it at some point in your life. The last tip is that fasting will not be easy. You will be hungry. A lot of people expect that it's not going to be that bad, but then they jump into it and they're like, whoa, this is like really difficult. Fasting is difficult, especially when you're not used to it. So I'd recommend working your way up. Start by skipping a meal or two in the name of God, and then you can start like getting longer and longer in duration. Don't think you have to jump to like fasting 3 days because like everyone else does it. Just do what God is telling you to do, and then continually grow in that fasting duration. Drink lots of water, go on walks, go to the gym, spend intimate time with God, and I promise that that will get you through. You can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. Fasting is just, it's